No struggles with YouTube today.
So I have a few issues with that with the picture you were using in that for the thumbnail.
Hmm.
First off, wash your damn Mustang, bro. It looks shit.
Yeah.
Second, 219 for gas for a gallon of regular? In what economy? Where is this? What time
Yeah.
period?
A historical photograph, as it were.
Also, smoking while pumping gas.
Yeah, that was the impetus. What?
There are layers to that picture.
Well, and I included it because one of the things I actually want to make a GTA 6 video now, but purely on like a specific subset of mechanics that I want to talk about. But of course, you've got the I don't want to one, I don't want to have a modern console, and then two, I don't want to support the double dipping business practice at all.
Yeah.
But GTA 6 had some pretty bad leaks this week.
Yeah, so apparently the guy who's leaking stuff has like an actual build of the game.
Yeah, well, see, it could just all be an elaborate ruse. He got the guy to do that, knowing in advance what he was wanting to do with it. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that proves it in itself. I think he would have to stream it and answer like chat requests to prove that,
Yeah.
or at least like do something that nobody had thought to ask to see to actually prove
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
actually has the build. That said, devastating if true.
Well, it is at least, if anything else, he did have access to it at one point.
Yeah,
So that in of itself is, yeah. Yeah, I saw them they Take Two has subpoenaed Microsoft and Discord to try and find this guy. They are going to send him to fucking
they're sending him to Gitmo.
Guantanamo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fucking Pete Hesgeth is gonna go to his house and
Yeah.
just kill him. It is kind of crazy, but I like it just because, and I feel like in the Bethesda space, this should be like just a warning shot across the bow. This could happen to any company, and
Yeah.
this has happened before. It happened with Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
Um, it's one of those things where there's a game that reaches a certain level of anticipation, and someone will inevitably rip the sales off of it. And I think, obviously, we'll talk about the reason he's doing it, but I think that the reason a lot of people like it is just it ruins the day of like the marketing department.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
who really
absolutely.
suffers in these situations, and it's
Absolutely.
like good.
The the people who fucking did a deal with Netflix to give them 6 hour exclusivity. Like, fuck these people. Fuck this company. This
Yeah,
shit's hilarious.
I'm not gonna feel bad for them, and I don't know. I've never heard a good argument for like, oh, this impacts the devs. The devs were like waiting to reveal their work.
Yeah, like I think the devs are more concerned with crunch and like
Yeah.
union busting and all the other shady shit that Rockstar and
I
Take
think that
Two
yeah,
have been
the devs are trying to
involved
go
in.
home and see their family more than twice a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. I don't think, and like, let's be honest, this isn't even really going to affect sales that much, if at
No.
all. So it's like, who
There
gives
was
a
a
shit?
there was a dip
Like,
in their stock price, but it was like 2%. And
yeah,
I think
like
it was
it,
just what my theory is, and this is what I've been arguing, is the investors are lowering from like 100% hype to 98% hype. It's a
yeah,
negligible amount, but they're like,
yeah,
okay, not everybody on earth is universally excited for this. So let's just adjust our expectations a tiny bit.
yeah. I mean, I already saw a headline from PC Gamer that's like, yeah, it looks like more GTA, and that's
Yeah.
like, that's my prediction for what this game is going to be like at launch. Like the general consensus, it's just going to be like this kind of, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like that's about it.
The hype
It's like,
machine is breaching containment and it's reaching the general public. And it turns out the general public looks at GTA 5 and goes, yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto. It's not
yeah.
amazing. That's the thing is, with Bethesda games, how we have to deal with the whole, they're not amazing at stealth. They're not amazing at combat. They're not amazing at magic. But they're doing a
Right.
lot of things. And they're like, if they can just hit average on a lot of different things, but then like it's all in service of like a 10 out of 10 world or a 10 out of 10 soundtrack or something,
Yeah.
art design, whatever, then that
Yep.
justifies everything else being mediocre. GTA feels like everything's mediocre, but it's not justifying anything.
Yes.
Like the market appeal of Grand Theft Auto is that it's for normies. It's so that you
Yes.
can play games that your coworker will know about.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Marvel of video games.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
better than that, I would say, but yeah, there is like a certain um I don't know what the word would be, like just mediocrity to it,
Yeah. It's like
especially with how the game really hasn't innovated much since like San Andreas, honestly.
yeah,
Like the
Red
the
Dead
the
Red Dead
mission,
2 is barely more like sure it's got all the technical bells and whistles. It was definitely a glow up in terms of the technology, but then like
yeah.
the gameplay is just the same old kind of slop.
I mean, I'll give Red Dead 2 the benefit of the doubt here in that like it does have some neat survival mechanics, kind of, like
Yeah.
going out hunting and everything.
And
Like
that's the
they
best
took,
part of the game was when they took the risk on
yes,
actually doing that stuff.
yeah, but
And
yeah,
that's
but
why
like the
that's
main
why putting gas in your
story,
car is like exciting for me. It's like holy shit,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
threatening to do something to make the driving more interesting.
yeah,
Because half of GTA 5 is like the most boring fucking driving game imaginable. It is like
yeah.
some of the worst fucking, uh, not
I'm
worse in like
so,
a awful experience, but like it's barely serviceable in the respect of like
yeah.
being entertaining.
I'm so glad somebody else agrees with me. Like GTA 4, I'll die in the hill that GTA 4 has better driving. Between like how the physics of the vehicles and like the just like the soft body collision
It's
mechanics and stuff.
GTA 4 is frustrating, and that's what makes it good driving because
Yeah.
someone can run into you, and that's like an actually noticeable impact on your performance. Whereas like GTA 5, I feel like I'm playing fucking bumper cars.
Yeah.
And the problem isn't just that it's mediocre, but how much it's like 50% of the gameplay is the boring
It's
driving. And
it's probably more than that,
yeah.
honestly. Like there's yeah.
And so
The
like
driving's I feel like the driving is a little bit better when you're driving like the supercars because at least like that the plastic floaty feeling is kind of, like that's kind of how hypercars do
yeah.
feel
But
to
then
some
like
extent, but
every vehicle then like feels the same though.
yeah, oh yeah.
It's not like you get in the wheels of like a big truck. Like you have to get like the armored personnel carriers, like that kind of vehicle to feel like you're actually plowing through traffic.
Yeah,
So again,
but
it's one of those things where it's like the GTA fans were in like kind of their containment zone and they were getting hyped for the game in like their own way. And then this is like the containment breach where GTA 6 is now being talked about in the general public and people are like, "Why the fuck would I want to like pump my own gas?" And it's like, yeah, I agree on the face of it. It sounds boring, but it's a
yeah,
confrontation of the general boringness of Grand Theft Auto anyways.
yeah,
Where it's like, I like the idea. I said this about Watch Dogs when it came out, and that was a long fucking time ago. That game would have been served by like having all of the like two-handed weapons, shotguns, rifles, that kind of stuff. Those should have been only accessible in like the trunk of your car. So you had to like
yeah.
be very conscious of like where your weapons were and you were limited to like a pistol. And so if you had like a big shootout, like you'd be at a disadvantage unless like you had done all this prep work. And I'm like, it would make it more interesting, yes, if there was like an inventory system with the cars so that you were encouraged to have like a degree of persistence with your vehicle. I know it's GTA. I know that stealing cars is the name of the game, but like, you know. But I like the idea of the police will recognize your car, so you're like having to get it repainted or like
Yeah.
switch vehicles from time to time, and that it comes with like a switching inventories as well. And then because you have these persistent inventories, if you're driving the same couple vehicles around, eventually you'll run out of gas, and it's like so there's this maintenance cost that comes with it, and it's like I like the idea because GTA is a parody of American culture. What's a staple of American culture? Cars. And maintaining your fucking car. Like that it makes sense that like it should be autistic about that because of the nature of what it is.
Hmm.
That's why like you said a game in Los Angeles where driving cars is boring. What the fuck are you doing? Los Angeles is like the car capital of the United States. It should have
Yeah.
the most interesting driving system. But Miami's a close second. Miami's like
Yeah.
it's different cultures. Los Angeles is like cars of every generation because they preserve really well in that climate. Whereas Miami's like
Yes.
consumerist car culture, where it's like they don't give a
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
if they have this in 5 years. They want it for the now so that they can post it on their gram.
Yeah. Yeah, what I want from GTA is for it to be like a genuine crime simulator.
Yeah,
Playing like Schedule 1 really recontextualized
what you want.
uh yeah, like what these games could be and should
Yeah,
be at this point.
that's why I like GTA Online. GTA Online is a better crime simulator than GTA 5.
Yeah.
If only because it involves like criminal enterprises and there's a risk of failure as opposed to just like going back to the previous checkpoint.
Yeah.
But today
Uh,
I'm gonna be playing the last actually interesting thing Rockstar made, in my opinion. Even more than Red
Yeah,
Dead 2.
I didn't really play much Undead Nightmare. I missed the boat on it at launch, and then
Mm.
like I got it sometime later, and I just never really got into it.
I'm happy to see
I
that
know a lot
my end game save is still here with zombie John Marston.
of
But yeah, but this isn't Vice City. There you go. It is like it is one of those statements where people are just gonna like keep lowering the bar over and over until
Well, again, like it's something that I keep pointing out is that there are people who are buying consoles right now just for GTA 6.
yeah, or bought consoles
And
like years ago.
like those people, they're just being set up for disappointment.
I will say I haven't played in a long time, so I'm not sure certain basic mechanics, like how you get your horse in back in Undead Nightmare, for example. They made LA Noir after this, and that's interesting. Wasn't LA Noir like which I
It
know
was,
GTA and Red Dead are like kind of different studios, but wasn't Noir like a
yeah,
really different studio? It's kind of
yeah,
like saying
yeah.
Blizzard made Diablo. Like that's not technically true.
Like Rockstar Take Two was publishing it, and then eventually, like Rockstar did step in to finish its development. I mean, they did Max Payne 3 as well. I mean, at this point, like it's pretty much just Rockstar's MO of like all hands on deck whenever they're working on a project. They've
Right.
been doing that since like I don't even know, probably like GTA 4.
The online was really good. You know what's crazy about Red Dead 2? It has a more recent online mode, and it's a really good online mode, but it wasn't monetizable enough. So Rockstar, like
Yeah.
Take-Two had Rockstar abandon it, which that ties into the leaks. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know why anybody expects Stop Killing Games to support the leakers. You're kind of delusional if you think that, because what it is the leakers included a thing where it's like they're acting like what they're doing is like a form of protest against like toxic business models.
Like,
They're like,
okay.
so it's like, no, I think it's like, what was the 3 commandments they posted? No pre-orders, don't make single player DLC, something like that. Because GTA 5 famously like abandoned the concept of single player DLC in favor of the of Grand Theft Auto Online.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but that's,
To be
we're talking
honest,
about a crypto
though,
scammer though. The guy is selling a
yes.
fucking cryptocurrency in every
Yeah.
clip of the leaks.
Yeah. Like,
That whole
nah.
thing is just like him morally justifying why it's okay for him to do that.
Yeah.
I do not remember these guys going fast zombie mode.
Like, bro, you don't have to morally justify it. It's just, it's just funny. Like, yeah, he's definitely gonna end up, he's gonna end up somewhere. Rockstar's, Take-Two's gonna hunt him to the ends of the fucking earth. He's gonna need that crypto money to disappear.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to move somewhere that they don't have extradition.
So
He's gonna
the
have to move
the
to, like,
the theory people are
Russia.
posting is that he was it's an Indian leaker, because of course anything like that is an Indian leaker. Well, it's like big ups for crypto scamming in 2026. Oh, holy shit. Usual problem of controller gameplay. I haven't played this on PC yet since it came out. On account of I don't know if I want to support Rockstar products, to be honest.
Yeah.
I have a hypercar clip if anyone wants it. Well, I'm not... You know what? I'm not even going to take that risk. I'm trying to have a nice chill stream that doesn't get copyright claimed today. But, fueling. Can we talk about fueling mechanics? Well,
Yes.
we should say, I think from what I heard, this build was like from 2024, which
Yeah,
is
that's
like
what I heard.
just remember they've only been working on it for a decade. But the art style looks very drab.
Hmm.
But it was confirmed, I guess, that you have to fuel your vehicle. I like the idea.
Yep. I doubt it's going to be anything that, like,
Demanding.
that punitive.
Well, just today I saw someone post a video. Durability is ammo for your sword.
Sure.
Which,
We'll
while
go with
funny,
that.
it reeks of that same that same argument of like shields are just health.
Yeah.
Of like, sure, but
Let's
you know that that's not actually true.
let's just abandon all nuance here. I mean, playing video games is just pressing buttons and staring at a screen.
Mm-hmm. There's no additional context to it. Just buy the crypto, bro. If you buy leak coin, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, did you hear that EDP is apparently being investigated? They reopened his case.
Oh, oh.
The haters have been real quiet lately. Yeah, I was getting annoyed at people who were like being critical of the EDP leaks. With hello? With probably not use the double barrel. God, how do people fucking play this on the DualShock controllers? You would not believe the like cursed like claw I'm doing. EDP has less than a year left to live anyways. That was my take, was even if he like was investigated, they're not gonna actually like put him in jail.
Yeah. It seems more like the police department or whoever is trying to just be like, yeah, maybe we should actually do our job on this one.
We shouldn't take a PR hit on this.
Yeah. Because it really does boggle the mind how like somebody like this is not in jail, or at least didn't go to trial.
Well, yeah, there's the like YouTube thing too of like it was the shitty investigators. They ruined it.
Yeah.
Which is like,
and it's, like,
it's true.
True, but at the same time, he still probably should have been arrested and at least processed. Like, he still broke the law. He still broke many laws. He still should have been arrested. It's up to the prosecutor to be like, is this a winnable court case or not? It's not really up to the police to make that sort of judgment call.
People say the Halo shotgun's the only good one,
not,
but
like,
I was always impressed by Red Dead's shotguns.
Yeah. Red Dead had fantastic weapons. Red Dead 2 also has fantastic weapons.
That's why Red Dead 2 is better than GTA.
Yeah. I agree.
At the same time, though, EDP seems like he's really easy to catch. So it's like the police, now that they know the guy exists and like that he has the pathology of a child, could do their own sting up where they don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Other people can investigate him now.
I mean, they could also probably just fucking like seize his phone. And
this is a guy who has the morality of
chat logs.
Yeah, honestly, yes. This is a guy whose morality is like, it's not wrong unless I go to jail. He's not doing OPSEC, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's very clearly a case of like, it's embarrassing from multiple angles. It's embarrassing from like the YouTube predator catcher angle, but it's also embarrassing for those jurisdictions that aren't handling the case.
Yeah.
Splinter zombies have no chill. After EDP, will DSP surely fall? Still not convinced why I should care.
Is DSP a child predator?
No, he's just annoying.
Wow. Then yeah, I don't really care. The reason I care about EDP is that he's like a genuine predator, like actively seeking out
Yeah,
kids and stuff.
well, and has gotten a few.
Yeah.
Like, one of the stings was fake. One of the stings involved a real kid, and then apparently there were two other kids related to that who, like,
Oh,
aren't
okay.
even featured in the documentary. So, like, surely. Whiff. God, I hate playing on controller.
I absolutely despise the single-player campaign in GTA 5. The story sucks, ammo and weapon management is non-existent because the missions give you all of that by default, and the missions are all linear.
Yeah, GTA 5 is,
Yeah,
like, fucking boring.
yeah. Also, like, most of the characters are just super unlikable. Like the two of the three main protagonists, I genuinely wish I could just murder. All I would do is play as Franklin. Like that's it. That anytime it would switch me to one of them, it's once the mission was over, I'm like, I'm going back to Franklin. I
Right.
cannot fucking stand Trevor or Michael. My friend and I always joke that like the GTA 5 should have just been Franklin and Lamar. Like
Right.
I get that that's just going to be GTA San Andreas too, but like that's really the only thing they had cooking there.
What if we remade The Sopranos, but it was kind of shit?
Yeah.
This is one of the four horseman horses, by the way, so it's like super fast. That's what I always liked about Undead Nightmare was you had the cryptids you could hunt. There were like the four horses that you could tame.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But no, that's too interesting. We need horse testicle. People are talking about Dishonored again.
uh in what way?
Well, so Harvey Smith started another studio again. So
Okay.
how many years until that gets bought out?
I know,
Uh,
right?
but people are complaining that like Dishonored's fun, but it's punishing me for killing people, and it's like it's not punishing you. It's just if you kill people, there's more guards in the future levels for you to kill. Like I don't know what you're complaining about. It's giving you more to do for your chosen playstyle. It is funny that there are people who are like just slave morality when it comes to like playing video games and like it's judging me. It's judging me. I can't handle it. Fuck. Help help me auto aim. I enjoyed Watch Dogs 2 over GTA 5. I've heard that sentiment a lot. Watch Dogs 2 is it's more interesting. I wish the fucking story wasn't the way it is. I don't know. Can we go back to the time
Classic
period?
Ubisoft.
Yeah, can we go back to the time period when like games had interesting stories that weren't filled with annoying characters?
Dude, for a while, I was convinced that I was like hallucinating that there were games with good stories. I was like, I must have just had like bad taste or something because I just haven't seen a good story in a video game in like forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played Dune Awakening. I was like, oh wait,
Oh, right.
like there is such a thing as competent writing. It's not even like Dune Awakening's story and writing and stuff is like exceptionally good or groundbreaking. It's just like interesting and like just competently written. It's like what a breath of fresh air. But I mean, I guess I should be grateful that games have really sucked in the story department for the past like 10, 15 years because it's basically turned me into a purely mechanics guy now.
Right.
So, like, a game can have an absolute dog shit story, but if it has good mechanics and stuff, I'm fine with it. I'll just mute the fucking dialogue or put it put it on a different language.
Right.
Stroke of luck, you came along, mister.
I don't think it really worked out for you, though. Was Watch Dogs 3 the one where the Jim Sterling lookalike was the nemesis? No, that was 2. I know what you're talking about.
Would you guys recommend Dune Awakening? Well, they're testing out the single player feature now, so that's going to be out in a few weeks.
I thought it was
So
fun.
I would wait for that. Yeah, no, it's definitely if you like, survival crafting games and stuff, it's definitely worth a shot. But like I said, probably just wait for the single player update, which is going to overhaul like most of the game and shit. So I think that comes out like September, like early October, somewhere around there.
I hate how a lot of AAA games don't shut up. I swear, people have this idea, and I know why they have this idea. I think it's just like, you know how in politics everybody just assumes that like conservatives, they'll see that like someone gets like stabbed on a train and they're like, see, the trains are dangerous. And it's like, are they, or is it just like there was a really bad incident that happened on a train in this one place, right?
Yeah.
People in politics have a hard time discerning kind of the top headlines they see with like the average reality. And I think
Yeah.
in the same way, game designers kind of look at like TikTok brain and like ADHD and are assuming
Yeah.
like this is a general trend. People don't have the attention span to
Yeah.
pay attention to what we're doing. So we need to overwhelm the player with dialogue so that they like keep locked in. And that's why you have a lot of games that like, like I like this because like we're just hanging out. We're gonna roam
Hmm.
around and we're gonna kill zombies when we see them, and like that's fun. If this was a modern game, I'd be getting notifications every now and then and reminders like, hey, we gotta go rustle up some cattle. We're gonna survive this here apocalypse.
Yeah.
They did present DSP as the average gamer, but DSP's problem is that he's retarded, not that he has ADHD. I don't know. I think some people let that guy live in their heads too much. Because I've never been, like, convinced there was a time period in which, like, he was just, like, a fun guy to watch and, like, hang out with. Everything I've ever heard
I've
about him was that he was begging for money, so, like...
Yeah, I didn't hear about him until he was infamous, and I was just like, okay, like, I don't care.
And he's not infamous in, like, an interesting way.
Yeah, he's just like it's like Babby's first lol cow or some shit. I do want to answer this question. I've never played a Halo game, but your streams have made me interested in trying out CE. What do you think is the best way to play it on PC?
Just MCC.
Man, Yeah,
You're not.
MCC.
The thing is, MCC, like the anniversary edition, you can play with the old graphics, and at that point, it's pretty much just the Gearbox port.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, unless you're willing to like lock in, get an old Xbox, get a CRT, all that's kind of unnecessary. I know some people disagree. I said that on EFAP, that like it's not
Yeah.
necessary for like an average person to like get an old TV and experience how it used to be.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
enthusiast grade tier
yeah,
fandom.
you would need to have like encyclopedic knowledge of both games and stuff to really spot the differences. For like a first playthrough, MCC is perfectly fine.
No, you're not a true fan,
Yeah.
and that's why Campaign Evolved is good. Half-Life 2 retrospective analysis win. My
What's there to
favorite
even
genre of
say?
post. When are you making a video on X niche topic? Well, Half-Life 2 is not niche, but you know what I mean. Probably after I finish the current commitments I have. But I am down to play Half-Life on stream at some point. The torture stream I was telling you about was going to be Disco Elysium.
Oh.
We're gonna take that off the backlog at some point near future.
You know what? That's probably the only way I'll ever experience that game is if you sit me down and hold me hostage.
Right.
So that might be for my benefit.
And they should make a sequel to this game. But the sequel should be like, it should hold a bunch of mechanics at gunpoint and say you need to play our shitty missions.
Yeah, like the tutorial shouldn't finish for like at least 15 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I think CMake gets a bit too much hate. Like it's just kind of mid, isn't it?
No, it's bad.
Yeah,
It's
really
genuinely bad. There's not a redeeming element of it. I get back to Blackwater.
I mean, like, if you've never played Halo 1 or, you know, you don't have, like, attachment to it, it does just look mid. But if you're at all invested in, you know, especially
Not even
Halo
invested,
1,
familiar.
just, yeah.
We had a couple guys on the panel who never played Halo until they played Halo CE for the first time to prepare for playing CMake. And they were like, yeah, CE was really good. I don't know about this fucking remake. I really do wish, what does right bumper do? What are you doing, John Marston? I really do wish we had gotten somebody who didn't play CE and just played CMake to get their opinion. Because it does make me curious.
Yeah, the average PlayStation player. This is what you guys have been hyping up.
I think I obliterated the guy and not the zombie.
Ooh, this is interesting. I played Halo CE for the first time a few years ago, and I thought it was just all right. The first half is decent, but then it nosedives in the second half.
That's a I didn't like the flood comment, basically. Well,
I will concede though that like Halo CE isn't, it's not the greatest game of all time.
I know that
Like,
really wanted to emphasize that on the EFAB. It's just another game on my shelf.
yeah. It's a game that I'll go back to once every like 5 years or so and just do like 1 playthrough. Or I might even just hit like a couple levels
Yeah,
that I really want to
that
play.
that's what I was trying to emphasize was like Half-Life is a game where I'll go back and I'll play the entirety of it, and it's good for playing the entirety of it, but you gotta like lock in. Whereas Halo's great, even though you could just pick it up and play a level of it and be like
Yeah.
thoroughly satisfied. They fill different niches in that respect.
Yeah. I think the reason Halo 1 gets so much recognition and like it's talked about so much is just 343 is so obsessed with it, is so obsessed with like remaking it. So it's just like every few years, here it comes again. We got to talk about Halo CE again.
Hmm.
And
It's Microsoft's flagship, and they're forcing us to talk about it because Starfield sucked. That's like, honestly,
yeah.
that's why we're being forced to care about it. It's because Starfield wasn't good enough to be like a flagship title.
That's really like the noteworthy aspect of Halo 1. I mean, it's like it's history. Yes, it had an impact on the industry and stuff like that. But as relevant in today's world, in terms of just like a game that you can play, yeah, it's just like it's just a good game. It's like that's about it.
Hmm. Yeah, it
play
should.
it, play it, have your fun, and then that's it.
Well, it's
Like
like that.
it's not something that you can build a. You're not building a YouTube channel around it. You're not building, your
Try as some
life, your
people might.
identity
Yeah,
around it.
it's kind of like it's why it's a good thing that Elder Scrolls 6 has taken so long because we get to also just have that effect of Elder Scrolls is also another series that's just on the shelf. Like
Yeah.
we talk about Bethesda games a lot, but at the end of the day, I'm happy that Skyrim was the last game they made because it means that there's no like extremely annoying discourse around Tez 6. DSP is relevant because the God of War designers 8 years ago used them in a GDC talk. Again, it's like so. There's one note. One thing of note is that once upon a time, like in 18 or 2020, long ago, DSP might have influenced a game designer to like enshittify games. Like it wouldn't have been someone else. You know how many e-girls are bad at playing video games over on Twitch? Because like they're also not paying attention to the tutorial because they're too busy like greasing up their tits or painting them green so that you can do a green screen on them or something. Like,
Please, India leak Tez 6 for
there's
Cybercoin.
nothing
That's
to
what we've been
leak.
saying.
There's nothing to leak.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would
The
they
game
show us?
doesn't
The game
exist.
they haven't been making? That's like saying, someone please leak the Fallout 3 video.
He's lying, chat.
Yeah, there is
He
there
already
is there
finished
is
it.
something to leak there at least.
He's actually finished it. He's holding it out.
Yeah, I'm being mean.
Well, I mean, you got to release it during the holiday season, so you get the max ad revenue.
Yeah, I said that in the Skyrim video. The Elder Scrolls discourse will absolutely get toxic once the marketing for Tez 6 starts. Like that's it.
Oh
The
yeah.
Elder Scrolls community is over. Enjoy it while you can, because as soon as that demo drops, it's it. That's
Oh
it. We're done.
yeah.
There's no productive discourse in Elder Scrolls anymore at that point.
And it doesn't help that fucking like the modding scene for all these games are just like falling apart. So we don't even have that to
Hmm.
hold people together anymore. Bethesda has very effectively like just fucked themselves. It is impressive.
I will say, Chatter, I have known one e-girl who is good at video games. So it can happen. Does your Fallout video explain why the Zeta aliens say the hard R when you use VATS? I did, at someone's insistence, save that clip, and I'll probably find a way to include it in the video. I don't know. Listen, what they did was they had the aliens speak Korean, and that word has a different meaning in Korean. It means friend. It's a Buddhist symbol, guys.
Would Bethesda even drop a demo? I mean, they do it all the time. Well, not all the time, you know. Once every
no, Asha Sharma's in
8
charge
years.
now. They're going to fucking show the gameplay. When we say demo, we're not saying they'll give
Like a
us
playable
a playable
Yeah.
demo to try the game out. We're saying Todd Howard will go on stage and show us what the gameplay is like. Will he do a
Yeah.
good job? I think that they'll probably be given like creative license to do the demo their way, but I don't buy for a second that the current leadership at Xbox is going to accept the whole shadow dropping thing.
No, absolutely not. Not when they have to start drumming up hype for a new console and shit like that.
Disappointing.
Water, water, water.
This game being a Skyrim contemporary is crazy. I really should have talked about that more in the Skyrim video. I think I only mentioned this game in context of, like, horses.
Yeah, and Rockstar was on something at this point in time.
I love the green moon. Hey, so why didn't they put a piss filter on Undead Nightmare? Holy Jesus, what the fuck?
What in theory would make TES 6 live up to expectations? Specific mechanics, narrative, lore? I don't think anything's going to make TES 6 live up to
They've done
the
such a
people who
bad
are-
job of managing player expectations that
Yeah. It's kind of
It's
like
on them.
the horse is out of the barn now.
it's kind of like how you have people who want GTA to be a lot of different things. There's people who want it to be an autistic sim, but there's also people who like just want it to be fun. And it's like you can't really cater to both at the same time.
There are people who want it to be GTA 4 or GTA San Andreas, and then there are people who want it to be GTA 5. And then there are people who want it to be Red Dead 2.
There we go. Was Red Dead the reason that Fallout 4 went for the like slow mode VATs?
That's a good question.
Is that fucking famine? Or is that just an undead horse? Did I just stumble on one of the 4 horses? Or is this just a coincidence? Because I'm not sure which one I'm riding. I think I'm riding death. I know I want to ride War because he's got flaming hooves.
So that's cool. Cool is cool, no matter what. Cool will be cool in 50 years.
Yeah, cool will be cool in 10 years. That was a great clip. I was like, okay, that goes in the karma section. Because that's what he was talking about. Was like, karma is cool. And then, like, it never appears in a Bethesda Fallout game again.
Good lord.
We were
They're
talking
murdering
about
their load-bearing modding scene one Skyrim update at a time.
yeah. Well,
I mean,
like
it's not just the update. It's creations. Creations was this fucking Pandora's box of like just
a
enshittification of the entire
yeah. For one, it's a schism because
community.
now you've added the opportunity to make money. I'm fine with modders making money, but like, let's be transparent here. Creations isn't it.
Yeah,
Creations is like a hyper specific way to make money, and it requires a degree of company loyalty. So it's like it would be like it's well honestly it's like the Twitch if they instead of getting like YouTube monetization because on YouTube people openly shit talk the platform and like stay in the partner program.
yeah,
Like I could say that like YouTube is badly fucking run and it's like YouTube's not
yeah.
gonna punish me for that. On the other hand, Twitch. If I said I think Dan Clancy is a lecherous old man, like there I go. I'm never appearing on the front page of Twitch ever again. That's
Yeah,
creations.
if you call Dan Clancy a cuck, like you're gonna get
Yeah.
shadow banned. Tez 6 will have great creations. I will buy them all. Hire this man.
He's a genius.
Yes, that's the energy we need.
I think this horse's thing is that it just had infinite stamina. It's really fast and it has infinite stamina. And that's
That
why I liked
is,
it.
yeah, that is nice.
I think there were a
I
bunch of
think
out there mounts too. Like I think the unicorn is in this. Why don't they pay the nude and sex modders? Well, okay. The thing is, if you're going to open the Pandora's box of... here's the way I would have done it, okay? I would have just said, we're updating the terms of service on the creation kit so that you can now monetize your own mods. And I would have included rules, no fucking ads. Okay, your monetization can't be ads, adware, spyware, anything like that. Cryptocurrency, any kind of scam. But if you want to sell your mods through your own platform, and we'll have a platform for it that's limited, but if you want to sell your own mods your own way, we'll allow that. That's how I would have done monetization. Even if you're not getting a cut, you're getting a cut. Because if you make the mod scene explode, because now it's an economic opportunity, then you're still getting it on the back end when people buy the game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Bethesda doesn't look at it that way. They see creations as just like, well, we weren't making any money from it before. This is just like a cash injection.
Yeah.
Like, it's subsidizing the daycare that is like the devs that they're paying to do nothing.
I remember they're not even selling the creations. They're selling the Bethesda bucks to buy the creations.
Yeah.
So it's like what they really want is for people to just buy the Bethesda bucks and just never use them.
Yeah, because then you
So even if they
don't even
can-
like pull data off their server.
Yeah, so it's like even if they can scam somebody out of like $20 in Bethesda bucks, and they only redeem like 10 of that, that's $10 that we just got basically for free. And I think that's part of the logic there.
So
Part
it's
of the
like
reason for how they've structured it the way they have.
we're gonna wring Skyrim fucking dry and then sell Elder
Yeah.
Scrolls 6.
Yeah, which is retarded, like just straight up a really bad idea. Because not only that, it's also like people see it for what it is. People hated the fucking paid mods back in the day. They've hated it every single time because it's just like it kind of goes against the spirit of modding in general. And at the same time, Bethesda has never been as low as they are right now. Well, maybe before they were about to go bankrupt, but reputation wise, like their reputation is now like dog shit. And so they're doing this on top of that, and I think they've lost a lot of people from the modding scene just because
Yeah.
they lost any sort of goodwill. It's like, no, I'd rather make my own games or go mod a game that isn't being run by a fucking scummy ass company at this
And
point.
they're blatantly has-beens too. You have their main developer going on interviews, and they're like in the trench devs at union protests, repeating the company lines of like, "We make games that define generations." And it's like, cool, you were popular 15 years ago.
Now you just give it over. I'm the one with the gun, you hear?
I'm begging you, don't do this!
Who taught you to fight? You...
No, thank you. Okay. Larian really did just steal their lunch. Everybody have stolen Bethesda's lunch at this point.
Yeah. And that's what happens when you're asleep at the wheel for 15 plus years.
When you rest on your laurels, yeah.
I mean, they're getting fucking clowned on by the Lantern of the Laughless Scene. Like, their trailer, one, should not have even been possible, and two, shouldn't have been as effective as it was.
No. Listen, it was grossly offensive. We should be nice to Todd Howard.
Yeah. Have you seen that? Have you seen people making that argument?
Yeah, someone in the comments was like, I don't know, the trailer didn't do anything for me. It's that same thing of like game devs and everybody should just be nice. And it's like,
Everybody
why?
should be, yeah. Everybody should be nice, and it's like, yeah, that's why the industry is the way it is. That's why it's going in the shitter, because nobody's telling each other that their shit stinks, and that they should be doing better,
Oh, here's how you do it.
and that
Okay.
there should be competition.
You have an
It's like,
item that lets you summon the different horses.
Mm.
So here's war. They did capitalize on Skyrim's success only in the laziest way possible. I'm telling you right now, it's a bad idea. It is... Let's put it in iDubbbz terms. Remember when iDubbbz made a trailer like, hey, Content Cop is going to be back. We're going to do a new Content Cop. He's going around. He's wearing the cop uniform. And then he makes the video, and he wears the uniform for like a minute, and then like dances with a bunch of socialist streamers, and like holds up the katana, the Nazi katana. Okay, he did that in the promo images, but and then he takes the uniform off, puts on his like iDubbbz Complains uniform, and it's like, oh, you're just like cashing in on people's nostalgia for the old iDubbbz.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not just cashing in a lazy way, it's also sabotaging your future self. Because
Yes.
what you're doing is you're extracting the mimetic value that the previous thing that was successful had and injecting your current like shitty version into it. And so it's like, we're gonna take the massive success that was Skyrim and water it down to Starfield levels by just like ruthlessly extracting what made Skyrim good out of it. Or at least what made Skyrim popular.
Yeah. Again, it's just not a good look. In a period where they need all the goodwill they could muster, paid mods wasn't it.
It's not a Nazi katana, it's a Tensa Zengatsu, and it's the symbol for the first character of Bankai in Japanese. Yeah, it's the bleach sword. Wear that symbol on your shirt and go to the mall. That was one of my surreal experiences. So when I was around 18, I went with my family to a different town, and we were visiting a few places. We checked out their Goodwill, for example. And there was a guy in there with a beanie with just like, it was a red and black beanie with a swastika on it. And I was like,
Okay.
what's going on here? What's going on in this town? I thought that was going to be like just the way things were, because that was that time period when everybody was like, fascism has returned. Donald Trump is heralding. I think I'm placing my age with this story. Donald Trump is heralding the rise of fascism in America, and I was like, so that implies that like the new normal is that like people are going to be doing this type of stuff more often, and then it just never happened for me again. I never like saw anything like that. Fallout
One of my
2
favorite
fan.
one of my favorite things to point out is I see more like Trump flags and Confederate flags here than I do anywhere else I've been in the country. And I've been into some like deep red parts of the country.
Yeah, people literally, I don't think people realize people only do that shit in like actually politically contested territory. I live in
Yeah.
like a deep red state, and I have very rarely see Confederate flags. I saw more Confederate flags in Ohio than I do in a state where like the Civil War was fought.
Yeah.
Like there were battles here. There were people from this area in the CSA army, like,
Yeah.
so
It's all
like Ohio.
performative.
When I crossed the river into Ohio, it was like a switch flipped, and like suddenly everybody's house had like different like political leanings. Like I'd never seen so many like no kings signs until I reached Ohio.
Oddly enough, I haven't really seen that many of those around here.
That's the liberal Confederate flag. Out of context, that's a funny thing to say, but I just mean that in the I'm gonna signal to everybody what I believe sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
And usually around here it's just like a pride flag.
Are you saying that's the political equivalent of a Confederate flag? I'm getting better at this.
It services similar purposes.
Perhaps people just like to piss each other off. That's kind of that's the
really what
that's
it
the
is.
rub right there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the people who put like really offensive bumper stickers on their car, and it's just like, you know, they're just trying to make people angry. Which is like the lamest way of going about it. I'm all for trolling, but you have to be there to witness the reaction and stuff. You need to. A good trolling gets your skin in the game as well.
You know what I like? I like all the posts that are like liberals are gonna hate this, and like it's something that nobody's ever seen before. Liberals are gonna hate this, and it's like the Donald Trump silver coin. And it's like, will they? I mean, like, yeah, obviously it's transparently for boomers who are like,
Yeah.
man, that was I want to tell this story. I used to be a browser of a forum called 8chan, and surreptitiously one day there was a part of the website that was added that was no attention was drawn to by the site owner and nobody knew about, but there were a bunch of users on it. So this guy had a subdomain on it for the QAnon people. And he wanted no cross contamination between the like 20 somethings that were on the main site and the like geriatric like nursing home people that were on the QAnon forum. And I found out about it like years after the fact, or like years into doing it, and I was like, what? It would be like if you just like typed in like qanon.reddit.com and there was like deep conservative conspiracy theories being hosted on Reddit. And like it wasn't like something you could access on like the main page or anything. So like that's what I always think of that when I'm reminded that like there's a bunch of boomers out there who are like politically brain rotten, but by like the whole conservative grift, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because I only read through that page once, and it was like the most insane shit I'd ever read in terms of like detachment from reality. They were convinced that this was like first Trump administration too. They were convinced that like
Oh.
the Donald Trump Department of Justice was about to arrest like 30,000 government employees. What a time period. Now we live in like the boring, just like cashing out.
Yeah, the cashing out, obvious corruption out in the open. Business as usual.
Mm-hmm.
$40 trillion national deficit, which doesn't matter. My town had a 7-year flag standoff between a Confederate battle flag and a pride flag across the street from one another. This is in New England. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much how it goes.
There's a subtle implication in that nobody would be gay in New England there. No, we need more trail cam videos. That'll heal America.
Trail cam videos? What? Of like animals just
Animals
doing
like
stuff?
wandering up to trail cams. Or just living their best life.
Yeah. You have that like live stream at the deer sanctuary.
Yeah, I post that like every winter.
Right, that's where I found it.
I was like, everybody check this out. It's that season when they're feeding the deer again. The last good quality DLC that Rockstar ever made. Possibly one of the last
You're
expansions.
looking at it. You're looking at it.
Yeah. I'm playing this off I'm playing this off the disc too that was released for it because this was sold standalone. It's a standalone thing to the base game.
Yep. Like this era of Rockstar was like they were.
It felt like
this
they had a
was
lot of
when they were
potential,
on their game. Yeah.
And then GTA
And then, yeah.
5. I always love the I forget the name for this mode, but focus when you're like pointing your gun at different people, not shooting them, just like lining up who you want to shoot.
Deadeye?
Deadeye, yes. Oh shit! She went hyper mode so fast. It's the prostitute zombies that get me, with like them suddenly turning into demons.
What did Rockstar mean by this?
Anissa Joma attacked you. She turned into a fucking demon for a second there. Did you know that iDubbbz is being sued by H3?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so iDubbbz played this clip by another streamer who said that like H3 molests his kids. Or something to that effect. So he's being sued because I think it's in Canada too, and it's like their libel requirements are a lot lower.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it was kind of impressive. iDubbbz managed to like get away with not being sued when everybody else was, and then like just like set himself up for failure with that. They were
Does the
about to
guy even
call it
have
off.
any money to take?
That's the joke, isn't it? Listen, we'll just garnish his wages for the rest of his life.
Nah, Ethan is just like, I'll accept him just like posting a video of him like groveling.
Well, so the settlement agreement was like he had to go on stream, apologize for that, disavow the subreddits where he would get this type of information, and then they had apparently they had a mutual non-disparagement agreement, meaning that H3 also couldn't talk about him again.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, that sounds really favorable. He did everything except the disavowing the subreddit part. And so, like, it's just back on. And it's like, that was the easy part.
Oh, wow.
Libel is
I
dumb.
think-
Lying should be legal. No, you need... I think that there should be
Yeah.
material consequences because, like, the internet was just going in a really nasty direction with the H3 thing.
Yeah, it's like
All
fucking
those
court of
people
public
deserved to
opinion.
be sued. Because the thing is, they're all past the point where they can be convinced that they're wrong about anything. So it's like,
Yes.
at that point, people become dangerous in the sense of, like, they'll just start making shit up about you and, like,
Yeah.
trying to ruin your reputation.
Yeah.
People on the internet always have wild ideas about, like, this institution, this legal institution we have, it shouldn't exist.
I know the internet was best when it was the Wild West, but I can assure you that real anarchy in real life would not be as fun.
Even on the Wild West internet, people still, like, took libel seriously.
Yeah.
It was just like the potential that you could be sued was enough for people to, like, stay relatively truthful to what was going on. Undead cow.
But what I think the new settlement should be is that iDubbbz has to do Creator Clash 4, except it's just him getting his ass kicked.
That's just Creator Clash. You're just describing Creator Clash.
All the donations and stuff will go to a charity, and it's just him in his backyard just getting his ass kicked.
You again? Help me get rid of some of these undead cocksuckers. I bet you some ammunition I can kill more of these bastards than you.
I mean that's how he has to that's how he's going to have to generate funds for this lawsuit. It's like what's
Yeah.
the last monetizable thing I can possibly do?
The problem
Oh,
is,
get my ass kicked.
yeah, well, he can't even afford to do it in an arena anymore. He's just gonna have to do it in his backyard.
Yeah. That'll be fine. That'll probably make it better.
So, I don't know. iDubbbz is kind of boring at this point because we've been down all the dialogue trees in that sense of, like,
Yeah.
it's fascinating what happened to him, but it was just like that was the 2010s. It literally, like, broke some people's brains. It's interesting from a sociology standpoint. Unfortunately, sociologists can't be trusted.
Thoughts on Herbert Moon? I thought we were going to get to see that cutscene.
What is that a reference to?
Herbert Moon in Undead Nightmare.
Oh,
The shopkeeper who goes on like the rant.
thank you, Rockstar. Rockstar lost their edge. Like, if GTA 6 was them just being honest about how absurd life is right now, that would be great. I don't trust that they can do that.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh
of course, some
no.
people are convinced that like Lucia is going to be quoting Anita Sarkeesian, which I'm like, that's just a. They're not
No.
going to go that direction.
No. But it's just gonna be really bland.
It's going to be lame.
Yeah. When it could be the funniest GTA of all time.
We live in. You know what it is the boys showrunners were like, life's too absurd to parody, and it's like, no, that's ample material for you to do your job. You just suck at writing.
Yeah.
Like, life is absurd. Just make fun of it. Like, you don't even have to try that
Yes.
hard anymore. Parody isn't you go over the top and like predict what the next card is going to be. It's you make fun of what's going on. And it's like Miami and Florida in general are like such an absurd idea that
Yeah.
it's ample opportunity for that.
Oh, it's it couldn't be a better setup right now. Like you could have fucking Trump's compound there in the game and shit. It would be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean the Mar-a-Lago's in Florida.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what they're and it's like it's gonna be the lamest shit possible, right? Like there's gonna be an Elon Musk stand-in. It's gonna be really fucking
That's
like
too recent.
half-baked.
I know that we're talking like, but Elon Musk was in 2022. 2022 is probably too recent. I have to hope the delays are just because like they've been necessarily updating the material because
Yeah, it's gonna be really awkward if it's just like a bunch of shit from like 2018.
I thought the bridge into Mexico was larger. Rockstar killed Elon Musk in GTA Online. Don't worry, they can. They'll bring him back. There is a sort of pathetic impetus to we're gonna have an Elon Musk stand-in, and now let's kill him.
Yeah.
You don't kill the
like
clown.
it is very like kind of petty. It's like just setting fire to a straw man. It's just like why are you even bothering?
Well, it's like it's more
No,
effective if the straw man's alive and like
is more is alive and is just like made fun of. Like imagine the bits you could write with like an Elon Musk character that's like actively carrying out like Doge policies and stuff in game. Like that it would be funny.
no. We need to we need to have our Trump allegory kill Elon by taking him to space.
Yeah. We need to have Elon Musk like trip on his shoelaces and like start crying. It's just like that's really fucking
I don't know.
really lame.
Listen, chatter. I know you lived in Miami for a long time. That seems like reason to enjoy it because I was in Santa Monica for like 3 days and I was like, "Oh, I get it now." When are they going to add an Elon Musk stand-in to Halo? That's the real question.
So true.
That's the biting parody I'm looking for.
Elon Musk should pay 343 to be in their game.
They need the money too. Once on ketamine, I turned into a space station, so that explains a lot about Elon. I'm just I booted up I was looking for like a mining game and I booted one up and guess what the story was about?
uh, you need to pay off your debts to a evil corporation.
Basically, yes.
Oh,
Because of course.
yeah.
It's just tiresome at this point. Not even from a I disagree with this, from a it's done. We did that.
Yeah.
We've done that so many
The
fucking
horse.
times. I don't know why you're convinced that the sci-fi future is that you're going to be a freelance contractor working in a mine. The robots are going to do that.
On the trajectory that we're currently on, the future sci-fi, the sci-fi future is you probably won't exist. Most people won't exist.
It's just so fucking boring.
Yeah.
Can you at least try to do something interesting? Do you know what's interesting to me? I find it fascinating the concept of if you won the lottery, how would you ever like know that you were in like a meaningful relationship with somebody? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Drake's not a billionaire, but he's been in that whole weird goth mommy arc.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that guy's interesting because the reason that the criticisms of him were so biting was because a guy in his situation, he's a deadbeat dad when the only meaningful relationships he can even have in his life is with his children. Because everybody else
Yeah.
around him is a snake who's just like wanting a piece of the money that he represents.
Yeah.
That's an interesting like anti-capitalist story, is like have the player play as a billionaire who lives like a just miserable fucking life and perpetuates misery because they have no meaningful connection with humanity.
Yeah.
No, I need to play as a fucking peon in a mining corporation who's paying a debt off. This will be interesting. See, it's like student loans. I guess it's the white college educated
relatable.
equivalent of like
So
the,
relatable.
yeah, the Asian person who writes the story about my family has high expectations for me and is constantly bugging me about getting no, sorry. That's the Jewish story, is my parents are bugging me to get married. The Asian story is just my parents are bugging me to make money.
Yeah.
Where it's like everybody in that cast writes the same fucking story over and over. The white college educated person's story is obsessed with debt because they have student loans to pay off.
Mm-hmm.
So a game where you play as Tony Soprano. The thing is, that would be more interesting than
Yeah.
the average like anti-capitalist slop at this point. And it is slop. None of it's particularly biting or interesting, or even like internally coherent.
Yeah, a lot of them play off as read as like just angsty venting,
Yeah.
like just completely inept.
Well, that's why the Dead Rising stuff that Snaker is doing is interesting, because it's like, it's not up its own ass about like, consumerism is a bad thing, but it's there. And so that's what makes it
Yeah.
interesting, is that like, yeah, that's an element of it, but it's not the whole animal. I liked in Project
Yeah,
Zomboid
I
when
didn't know.
the zombies couldn't break the TVs, because I thought like, I know this is an unintended mechanic, but it's also a really funny metaphor of like 90s America. The zombies won't break the TVs. There's a funny joke there.
Yeah, I didn't realize Dead Rising had so much to say.
But in like a banter way.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those shitty spitter zombies too, so she deserves it. Hey, remember when the peak of controversy was the guy lassoing a feminist in Red Dead 2 and feeding her to alligators? What an era. Zombies should be distracted by the TVs and become passive. I think that, like, that's a funny bit in a zombie story. And it would be, like, an interesting mechanic of, like, if you power a TV, you can, like, use it to, like, enamor the zombies. Because it's, like, that's what made them spiritually zombies before. I think they probably won't commit to that just because, like, we've moved on from TVs make people zombies to, like, smartphones make people zombies.
Yeah. You would have to do like a timepiece, like Project Zomboid.
Yeah. The worst Zomboid mods are the ones that add modern weapons and, like, gear and stuff. Because it's like, 90s kit is cool. That was before it became, like, LARPing.
Yeah.
Because, like, I find a lot of, like, modern police and stuff just pathetic. Oof.
I've come to, so I've been playing this game. I mean, you've seen it, where you're going around collecting like vintage gun parts and stuff, and you assemble it and make like your own little museum. And I've come to realize that I am an AK guy. I think
Right.
AKs are the fucking coolest weapon platform.
Yeah, we should have gone and shot mine.
Yeah.
You missed out not doing that.
What's more expensive, 7.62 or 5.56?
7.62, because a lot of it's imported, and with the war going on, yeah.
Got it. Well, it is also like a bigger cartridge, right?
Yeah.
A bigger bullet.
Yes, a little bit. That's a game? Yeah, of course. Simulator games. Listen, simulator games have it going on. They're one of the more interesting genres. Gaming's been boring because it's been stuck doing the same shit for like 15 years. And then they wonder, like, why is the market share diminishing? You're not doing anything new.
Yeah.
You're just making worse versions of shit that we already had. That's why at least, like, I commend Rockstar for, like, trying to make cars more interesting with refueling and inventory and all that. Because it's like...
Yeah, because they could just literally rehash GTA 5 and still make their money. So, credit where it's due.
I didn't play enough Ready or Not to gauge if it was good.
I have a ton of job slop. It goes hard for neurodivergent people like me. Yes, exactly. You get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's any games that particularly tickle my mental illness. Pat, how are we supposed to pay for the 6 Gorillion workers we hired to model horse balls if we take risks? Yeah, Rockstar put themselves into a predicament.
Yeah. GTA 6 will be like a financial success. It'll be fucking massive. GTA 7, on the other hand, we shall see. And I can absolutely see them, like, doing the same thing with GTA 7, taking, you know, like, 50 years to make that game, spending, you know, $25 billion, and
The
then
budget of
the
six
game,
small countries.
yeah, and then the game comes out and it's just like everybody quit.
Well, and the usual hardware shortage issue.
Yeah.
I'm sure a big reason that game has taken so long is just figuring out like they mandatory optimization. They can't even like take the risk anymore. It's like we have to get this graphics profile to work on less sophisticated hardware.
Hmm.
GTA 6 will be good. GTA 6 might be covered when it comes out on PC.
Oh, Chatter does have a good point. Didn't you class Voices of the Void as a kind of job simulator?
It is kind of a job simulator.
We need more games like Voices of the Void.
It
What's
thrives on high interactivity.
What's interesting is that this is why I think you'll like the game that I'm playing, Osta, because it has that sort of like decorate your workspace type of vibe to it and stuff.
Right.
And I'm playing this game. I'm like, man, Starfield, what a missed opportunity.
No, we'll have a shittier version of the house building from Fallout 76.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here spending like literally, like I just put on music and I sit there for like 3 hours, just like meticulously reorganizing a wall of like grenades and stuff like that, just to make it look better. It's like this is appealing to me.
If you're gonna make the player spend a lot of time in a space, give them the best tools you can to customize that space.
Yeah.
And bonus points if there's like functionality to it.
Yes.
No.
No, how about like a shitty rehashing of Donnie Brasco?
Hmm. You're a genius. We can't, guys, we can't be negative about Emil anymore. He might feel sad. That's the craziest defense is like, listen, he's a person too. And it's like, so? Fucking anybody you put in that job is a person. Listen, we can't air our never knows best grievances anymore. He's possibly dead. I forgot to mention that on the EFAB. It is a funny mental image. Even if he's still alive, he was talking about how like he was depressed because he was like hospitalized and like is disappointed with the state of misinformation on the internet. And it's
Oh,
like, well,
really?
that's
Uh,
the hole you dug for yourself.
you don't say. Misinformation, huh?
So it's like, don't fuck with me. I'm an arbiter of karma. I will it will come around eventually. I'll be in the nursing home in 50 years manifesting.
Manifesting your cardiac arrest.
It would be funny if he came back around like, what the fuck? You're complaining about me weaponizing someone's dead sister, but you're not wishing me back to good health. And it's like, yeah, we're ops. The only lamentation if you died is that you didn't apologize.
Never change. This is the energy we need to bring to YouTube.
Well, if only for the sake of like doing away with the whole like shadowboxing shit.
Yeah.
The polite gentlemanly aspect of it. The disingenuousness of it too.
Mm-hmm. No, fuck that. Meet me in the parking lot, bitch.
It's all annoyingly ritualized in the sense. We all know the words that you're supposed to say. There's a ritual to it. Listen, I hope that he's doing well. I hope he's recovering. Thoughts and prayer. We may have jested in the past, but that's no excuse for negativity in times like this. It's all hollow. Nobody means that.
Well,
I mean,
maybe a little bit.
if I was talking about like someone like a minor beef, like even like Super Rat, like if he was in the hospital, I'd feel bad for him because I don't hate the guy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like the reason I don't hate the guy is because he's limited what he's done to just like calling me a fascist and a transphobe. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, see, like that's like a standard level of enmity.
Whereas, like, iDubbbz, if Ethan Klein was to get hit by a car, iDubbbz would...
The celebration stream.
I don't know if he would he? I think he would do the... I think he would do the song
ritual.
and dance.
He would do the
Yeah,
ritual,
he would do
but
the
like
ritual.
at
home, he would be popping champagne.
the Joma household would be celebrating.
There would be a leak of a Discord call where he is just like gleeful as all fucking hell.
Private sessions is too loud. You're the only person who said that, though.
I'll talk quieter.
Chat, don't bully private sessions. I wouldn't mind a YouTube ecosystem where everybody got along, but that's the equivalent of like trying to tell Christians like, listen, your Bible says that you have to allow infinity immigration because it says you need to love your neighbor, and it's like, yeah, but you don't live by those rules either, and two, that's not what it says. Everybody should get along seems to go one direction, where it's just, I have to agree with your takes.
Well, you're the only one who's disagreeing.
Mm-hmm.
If you weren't disagreeing, there would be harmony. This is a good-looking game, man.
Rockstar's world designers were always up there,
Yeah.
competing with Bethesda in that respect. Maybe this is the bridge I was thinking of. A year before Skyrim, I think.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was 2010. It's the atmosphere, man.
Yeah, I mean, the vibes of Undead Nightmare were like focused on like horror movie aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, it's got that going for it.
Quick, inject anti-capitalist rant into this.
Yeah. You're vibing? Well. Do I have the sequence for you? GTA 4 is the best representation of New York in a game. Yeah, but how many examples of that are there?
What, representations of New York in a video game?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot, but most of them are like extremely disingenuous. Like it's just like some generic city, and it's like, oh yeah, this is New York. Like, nah, it really isn't. It's just some generic. There was True Crime Streets of New York. That was pretty close to it.
The Crew.
Yes, The Crew. I would like to see somebody actually try to make a New York City in a video game, but it's just like, good luck.
Oh, The Division 2.
Oh yeah.
The Division as well. The Division 2 is, I think, in DC. Best New York film, Taxi Driver.
Hmm. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, it depends on what you're trying
Gangs
to
of
get out
New
of
York.
it. Donnie Brasco.
I love Gangs of New York. It's a fun film.
No Escape from New York. I was gonna make the joke. Did you see I think I leaked it to you, the Xbox Mattel set?
Yeah, yeah. Once upon a time in America, man. There's a reference. There's a cut.
Didn't that film
That
fail?
that might actually be like one of the best though, in terms of like old New York.
Can you even can you even capture the spirit of modern New York?
No, no, because it changes from block to block, week to week.
Right.
The thing to understand about New York City is that it's a city that's constantly changing. Yeah, like entire high rises go up and come down. Like it's kind of crazy. The tapestry of like entire neighborhoods will change over the course of like 10 years. And especially after like COVID and shit. Fuck. So it's like the best you can do is like capture a snapshot of it at like a very specific time period. What is the spirit of modern New York? And the spirit of New York in general is just chaos. That's the best way to describe it, is just chaos. Not anarchy, but it's a lot. It's very overwhelming.
I think I failed this man. My flaming horse scared of the flaming zombie?
So I'm disappointed that you can't set zombies on fire by running them over with your flaming
I
horse.
think that's. I mean, I think that's how that guy caught on fire.
Oh,
We'll try this
'cause I saw
guy.
you. Yeah, because I saw you running over a bunch of people and
Yeah,
animals and stuff, and I didn't.
yeah. He set some people on fire.
Oh, okay.
We need more games with like super realistic flame animations, or like people burning. Y'all love the commie capital of the world, New York City. The only reason it's like that is because the people who live there, who are insistent on like staying there, realize how unaffordable it is, and are like, they then project that onto the entire country. I have to remember that a lot of people who are complaining about affordability live in like really shitty places. But
Really
the
shitty
culture,
places, as in like really expensive.
yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I have to remember that like not everybody is smart enough to live somewhere that's actually affordable.
Mm.
What I don't get is the content creators who do that too. It's one thing if like
That's yeah.
the standard example to me is like the point at which the Disney World or Disneyland, whichever one's in Orlando, the people who worked there could no longer afford to actually live in the town next to Disney World or Disneyland, whichever one. So like they were starting to like room share, or like they had to go to charities to like afford to eat, like, or they just had to move like further away and have a longer commute because everybody was like trying to move to live next to Disney.
I don't know why the fuck you would want to live next to Disney.
I don't get it either. So Ben Shapiro asked take. Well, what I'm getting at is that I understand it's frustrating because I lived in the Pacific Northwest, and during COVID, everybody decided to move there, and so it became like borderline impossible for me to afford to live there. That said, I recognize that since I'm a content creator, I should do the Ben Shapiro voice. I recognize that since I'm a content creator, I'm able to actually live and work anywhere, and this has improved the affordability. It's not even a family thing. My family that lives on the West Coast are kind of shit, so like they're just bad people. I gotta tell this story. Fuck the town safety. I gotta tell a story about my Pacific Northwest family. Because it is going to sound... You want Ben Shapiro? This is going to sound like a fucking conservative fantasy story. You're not going to believe it's real. I promise you this is an actual thing that happened. So, after I graduated high school, I attempted to move back to the Pacific Northwest. And I failed. And the reason I failed was beyond... I mean, there's a few reasons I failed. My life was not set up in a way, like I didn't have a credit score, and that was like a factor, even though I was like fresh out of high school. There was affordability issues. It was still cheaper than it is now. Like living in Washington was not expensive until like not truly expensive until like 2020, but and this was before then. But one of the reasons I couldn't move was at the time Washington State had a law on the books that they were like subsidizing landlords to house immigrants.
Okay.
And that had the effect that you would expect. Landlords were just not offering places to live to like American citizens. This was eventually found like to not really be constitutional. Because it's innately discriminatory, because if you give people money to house certain types of people, and I don't know, those types of policies you have to be very careful with, and they were not particularly careful. So it made it difficult for me to find a place to live. So it's
especially
like
when you have no credit score.
You see right here, my fellow Americans, this is anti-white discrimination.
Yeah.
But I digress. As interesting as that was, it gets worse. I have a family member who was a lawyer for the state of Washington that worked on their cases regarding housing law.
Oh, okay.
And so you can expect what their job was when this was being challenged in court. This family member, when asked what I should do about my living situation, suggested that I should go live in a pod community. This was before the whole "you will live in the pod, you will eat the bugs," but these existed at back then.
Like one of those, just like basically just like a warehouse with pods.
Yes.
Like one of those deals. Okay. Okay.
So my family member that worked for the state of Washington defending the practice of housing subsidies for immigrants was telling me, someone who had grown up in the Pacific Northwest, that I should go live in the pods.
Okay. That is a answer.
So, needless to say, this was a radicalizing moment in a young man's life. I remembered this story, and I was like, if I told people, they would say it's fake. This sounds like a conservative fairy tale.
Yeah.
It was like, so what they are, it was like they're like 8-story buildings, and they're just full of rooms that are like 40 square foot spaces. And it's just like, you have a bed, and that's pretty much it, and there's like a communal living area.
Yeah. What's wrong with it?
This story is like a 4chan green text, lol. Yeah, it's fucking bizarre. Because it's like, what do you mean you have a family member who was like defending the practice? So it's nighttime, it's raining, and my horse is flaming. So it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. This is atmosphere right here. Not a green piss filter.
Getting jumped. I was pressing A, but my horse did not want to go.
Oh, okay. Have you considered living in a car?
Yeah.
You know, we're advocating for people to be able to legally do that. The police shouldn't bother you.
Yeah, this was before like the Chaz and the police reform stuff and all that. So like the fact that that was the starting point before things got even crazier was.
It sounds like they were doing you a favor.
I mean, honestly, like it was one of several reasons why I like decided like, you know what, should I really move back to the Pacific Northwest? Like, because it's like you gotta remember there's certain
the weather
lifestyle.
Isn't worth that.
Yeah, weather and local culture, but it's like there's certain lifestyle configurations where it's like I can't live in like a rural community that's a little more normal, but also like one thing about local Washington politics is like it's all dominated by the city of Seattle.
Yes.
Like what they want is basically what gets dictated to the entire state.
Yeah.
It's like California in that respect. Where it's like there's just like blatant corruption. So it's not even a matter of like you can live in a rural community. So I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to associate with that side of the family.
And they told you to go live in a pod.
I wonder what actual current day smarty pants literature is being written. I think all the like schizo people are writing about like they're on YouTube now.
They're writing about Skyrim and Fallout and
Heartbreaking. All the political outsiders are enamored by shitty Bethesda games.
I, I'm going to write my my college sociology thesis on the moral dilemma that is Tenpenny Tower.
Now you got to do Parthenax next. The moral impossibility of Parthenax. So yeah, we live in strange times.
Probably living in northern Minnesota when you have Minneapolis in the same state representing everybody. Yeah, I feel for Minnesota.
That's just kind of absurd.
It looks like a beautiful place, northern Minnesota. I really
Yeah.
want to go visit that.
I've heard
Visit
good
that
things
part of
about
the
it, but
world.
it's just like I wouldn't want to live there.
I want to live wherever it's cold and snowy.
Have you considered?
Heresy.
Have you considered that's leaning too much into your ancestry?
Yes, my Mediterranean ancestry. Oh, the white guy wants to go live in a cold and snowy place?
This must be a fascism. But yeah, the whole reason we got onto this topic was that like the loudest voices advocating for socialism are like people who live in New York. And it's like
Yeah.
you have a New York problem and you just for whatever reason there's an entire political axis that doesn't believe in like local politics. So it's like we need to do this at the federal level. It's like why? We just do, okay? Private sessions is Latinx.
Yes. No, every we need the federal minimum wage to be $30 an hour.
This definitely won't have any downstream consequences for low-income communities. Yeah, that was another one of those things where it was like, we were promised, I tell you. This isn't going to have any kind of like major impact.
Yeah.
And then all of the people that were like linemen for the internet service providers and like or like sewage workers, they started working for like Domino's as delivery drivers because it paid more than what they were getting paid for their specialized dangerous labor.
And then suddenly record inflation as well. No relation, by the way.
Chud.
No correlation here.
I don't mind minimum
COVID.
wage increases, but you have to be cognizant of the broader like economic impact.
Right.
It was
There's a way to
COVID.
do it.
It was COVID. You can't insert $1 trillion into the economy and then not.
COVID had a part to it for sure.
People will do anything to not pay Maryland property prices. Why would you live in Maryland? Like for real.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with
Yeah.
that state.
Maryland has some answers, some questions it needs to answer when Ohio really upstaged it for me. Not just a little bit. Like Ohio was like fucking styling on Maryland.
Remember when Starfield copied this area for its 3-star Rangers questline?
Oh yeah. Listen. The canyon shootout, it's just
It's not
genre trope.
right, right.
Red Dead doesn't.
Complete coincidence. I kind of like this smash and grab economic system. I don't. I don't like that, like, scamming is just, like, the way of things now. Like, it was always bad. Don't get me wrong, there have always been scams, but it's definitely gone up, and it's just because, like, more people need to do it, and there's less, like, protection against it.
We used to make things in this country. Now everybody just has their hands in the next guy's pocket.
Hmm. It's where Bethesda is. Yes.
The Wire predicted that in 2003.
Yeah, I mean, it was true then too. It's just like deteriorated to the point that like it's not ignorable. Like one of the big fucking YouTube dramas this year is a scam.
It's the race to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's the race to the bottom. Everybody wants to do everything cheaper, and like nobody wants to actually just take a stance and be like, no, this is what, like, things have value. Like, we need to respect the value of something. And that's why on Amazon, all I find now is just like cheap Chinese garbage and stuff. I was shopping for like tools and everything. I'm like, I don't want Chinese tools. I want American made, or
There's
at
a new
least like.
There was an add-on pretty recently that allows you to filter the Chinese crap off of Amazon.
I was wondering if something like that existed. I'm about to fucking install that shit. It's like, if I wanted Temu, I would go to Temu.
Right, yeah. And Amazon was never great, but like you used to be able to get like affordable stuff that was like, sure, it doesn't last long, but if you don't need this tool for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Where now it's just like, yeah, these are my disposable hex keys.
Yeah.
Breaks after 3 uses.
Oh, and by the way, the tolerances are off, so it's like half of them don't even fit.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord! I thought you were
What a world we live in.
The story has a happy ending, though. I found files that are made in Japan.
Hmm.
Like metal files. That's what I was looking for.
That is a happy ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to purchase things that are made to last.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just,
so I bought. So I've been the backstory is that I'm getting into whittling. So
right.
I was looking for like knives and files and stuff like that. I bought some knives that are made in Erie, Pennsylvania. Actually, that's where their company is headquartered. So that's pretty cool. And then I bought some new stuff that's from Ukraine, and then I bought some stuff that's from Japan.
Ukraine's always been like a question mark when it comes to making things.
I'll still take them over China.
Yeah.
I'll take them in Poland over China.
Uh-oh, here we go. I was wondering when you'd show up.
The goats?
No, the fucking
Waiting.
the cougar.
Oh. Oh,
These things are menaces.
I can still hear them all these years later.
Yeah.
Go up to the mountain and you just get jumped by 6 of them.
Rockstar definitely nailed the fear response of one of humanity's oldest predators, the large cat.
Go with Husky. They're very reliable. Yeah, I have Husky stuff. I think that stuff's still from China though. I mean, fuck, even like Milwaukee and DeWalt, a lot of their shit's made in China now too, or Mexico.
So many of those tools were getting stolen that they just decided to outsource it.
If we diminish the quality of our brand, people might not steal them anymore.
U.S. is a net exporter of food. Yeah, I'd watch out eating American food right now.
No, no, no. It's fine. The lettuce is fine.
Oh, it's more than the lettuce. The latest thing is the blueberries.
Oh, blueberries, really? They have the diarrhea, the explosive diarrhea stuff too now.
Well, just E. coli, but that's what E. coli
Oh, E.
does to
coli.
you.
Oh, okay. E. coli is I can handle that.
Doge doing great work. I mean, yes and no. The food stuff I don't think is a Doge cut. That's the FDA.
Mm-hmm.
I think the standards just dropped. And really, I think what it is even if the standards didn't drop, I think nobody earnestly believes they're going to get punished right now.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what can you get away with?
Yeah.
While mom isn't home.
I mean, to be fair, when I was working in produce, we would have recalls all the time for this and that.
Mm-hmm.
It really is nothing new. I think it's just hitting the news more often because of the explosive diarrhea parasite.
Well, I think that there is a sense of we can get away with it, because like if it's being recalled, that implies that like the system's still functioning in some respect.
That pretty much always is the case. Like there's a huge, I don't know if you heard about like the Boar's Head scandal from like a couple years ago, where they had to recall like a ton of different like meats and stuff like that, and they went to the inspectors went to their facilities, and it was just like there were cockroaches everywhere, there was mold on the walls and stuff, things like so many just horrific health code violations. And again, it was just one of those situations where it's like they didn't give a shit, they weren't going to do anything until somebody came and slapped them on the wrist. Granted, a few people died, so I think, I don't know if those lawsuits have settled yet or not, but, yeah, definitely costs them more than if they just kept their fucking facilities clean.
Right. Isn't it RFK, foodborne illnesses have gone up? Yeah, but it's just they're putting his face on the image next to the headline. I don't think we definitively know what it is. If you can show me that, like, RFK slashed the food standards, and it's like, now you can, yeah, why the workers don't need to go to the restroom, they can just shit in the food. If you can, like, show me that that's, like, the standard RFK change, then it's like, sure, it's his fault. But I think, personally, it's just, they don't believe there's going to be any punishment for slashing their own standards. No, it's all very boring. The usual nonsense.
This is why all I care about are GTA leaks. Not really. My friend texted me. He's like, oh, dude, there's like a bunch of GTA 6 leaks. So when I got home, I started looking it up and everything. And I saw one trailer of somebody driving around, and then I looked up the map, and then I was just like, yep, okay, it's their leaks, and then that was it.
I think we already had the map.
Lucky you came along when you did, mister, or I'd have been feeding on you right now.
They hired Asmongold for the food quality inspections. That's a good thing. Listen, he's been getting his life together since that prostitute started living with him.
Whoa, what?
What?
Is this libel or is this real?
I'm not sure the extent of it, but it's like a. I think she's an OnlyFans girl.
Oh, is this his girlfriend?
But she lives at his house, so.
I mean, it's Asmongold, so that could
It could mean
I could
anything.
sort of, yeah. He's a former World of Warcraft addict. It really truly could mean anything.
Didn't RFK drink feces tainted river water? That's just river water, man. I don't know what to. I hate to burst your bubble there, but
That reminds me of this story I read about some like politician in Delhi, and he was like the river. What is the river over there?
The
river
Ganges?
Ganges. Yeah, he's like the river is perfectly fine, perfectly like okay, and he like drank a glass of water from the thing from the river, and like went to the hospital and almost died or some shit like that.
yeah, I don't know why. There's no like safe river water. At the
No.
cleanest that like American rivers were, it was still dangerous to drink raw water from the river. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
You know, the only thing you can really drink straight from is like a spring.
Even then,
Mm-hmm.
you should just filter the water that
Just-
you drink.
Carry
No.
a life straw.
We used to be able to drink from the hose. I tell you, back in the day. I was
Hose water, man.
I was
Hose
introduced
water,
to
that shit hits different.
I was introduced to hose posting. Do you know what that is?
Mm-mm.
It's a style of posting that makes fun of like boomer Facebook posts that are obsessed with like stuff like you used to be able to drink from the hose. We're living through the American version of 1990s USSR. That's not quite true. It's its own thing. 1990s USSR implies that like you can go to the grocery store and like the shelves are stocked with a wide variety of items.
Yeah.
So that's not. There's no like mainstream shortages or anything like that. It's a different type of collapse.
It's a moral collapse.
Yeah,
Moral degeneracy.
I can agree with that. I would like.
Car alarm's going off. Hold on a sec.
That's what's embarrassing is it should be an easy layup for anybody who like just wants to come along and like try to fix things. But no.
No, it wasn't.
No, we have to hear we're still not past like prison abolition. The stores are still stocked because everything's behind glass. I don't know where the fuck you live, but it sounds like it's another one of those. I live in a shitty place, and that's a sign of collapse. Have you seen where people will say like, the fall of the empire won't be overt? People will just stop working on the roads, and it's like I don't know where the fuck you live because like half the roads in my town just got repaved, and like there were a couple like rooted out roads that I had to go down, and they like sanded them down so that the roots weren't like noticeable bumps in the roadway. This whole like obsession with like there's societal collapse, the system's not working anymore, and it's like no, you probably just live somewhere that sucks. Who in mainstream
You-
politics seriously advocating to abolish prisons? I don't know. Listen, the word serious is going to be doing some Olympic level powerlifting in that sentence. But there's people who've said it. Like, the reason that you can confront, like, Kamala Harris or AOC about it is that, like, they at one point said it, and it's because they were dumb and thought, like, I don't know, it's just the internet, like, ruined everything in the sense of, like, people thought that, like, random individuals on Twitter represented a broader swath of people than it really did. And so it's like, say something crazy. It'll appease, like... I'm surprised we didn't reach the point that we didn't have, like, mainstream Democrat politicians talking about, like, we're gonna ban the orcs so that they stop representing black people. Just to cater to, like, the one guy that seriously believes that, like, has an undue amount of influence. And everybody else just pretends because it's the woke thing to say. I've been stuck in traffic for an hour because of road construction. I feel like everybody that talks about the roads in their area complain that, like, the construction never ends. So it's weird to say, like, yeah, the roads are going to stop being maintained. They're over-maintained. The problem is the fucking construction companies start the road projects and never finish them. No, society's collapsing.
I will say, when I was going out to meet you and stuff, and I hit your state, that was the most road construction I've ever seen anywhere, ever.
Yeah,
That had to be your entire... I must have seen your entire DOT on just one highway.
we have a lot of money in it, okay?
Definitely a good place if you're if you want to do road work. You want to be on a road crew or something.
Yeah. It's just that interstate in particular.
Mm-hmm.
No, we live in... This is an embarrassing time to be an American, but not in the sense of, like, the president's a clown, but in the sense of they're all clowns. We didn't have a choice. It's not...
Yeah.
The problem's not one person is embarrassing. They're all fucking embarrassing. So, you know.
The swamp was never drained.
Look at this big boy right here.
I choose to no longer participate.
Listen, you might not care about the woke, but the woke care about you.
Well, that sounds good. I should be
At
getting
least-
free health care and
At
stuff.
least somebody
then.
cares about me.
Yeah.
Fumbled. Oh, I thought he lived through that. I was like, this is the most realistic boar ever. The circuses suck. That's the embarrassing part, too, yeah.
It was mildly entertaining for a little while, and now it just got really lame again.
I was talking about, like, gaming.
Oh.
You would think the Trump administration would be heavily invested in making gaming great again just to distract people.
No, gamers don't have children. Even though Todd Howard is making games just for dads. Trump needs to subsidize developers who are making dad slop games. Is that a genre? Is that a term?
Dad
I'm
slop.
coining it now. Yeah.
First entry in the genre, Starfield.
What was the game that really kicked off the dad trope? Was it Left 4 Dead 1 or
Left for
Last of Us 1?
I was gonna say Left
Last
4 Dead
eh,
1. No. Um. Oh, jeez. I want to say that stuff's probably started around 2018,
mhm.
and it just had to do with like millennials becoming fathers.
Yeah, yeah.
So like guys that were big into gaming in the 2000s were starting to knock women up.
They were finally making enough money to be able to afford a home in
It's
their expensive.
Dad slop is anything where convenience features are emphasized above anything else.
Well, I was just thinking of a game where it's like the story is you're just a dad.
Oh, see, I'm thinking of games for dads in the sense of
I mean that is probably a more accurate assessment of it, but
because
I'm also just
we said Starfield,
making.
so like
I mean it's yeah, you have the dad story in there.
yeah, but that wasn't why I was counting it. I was counting it because we were making fun of the Xbox people that were like all dads now, and so like I don't have time to game. I love Starfield, by the way. It's like December, and I've only played like 20 hours of it. I don't have free time to game, but I still need to be catered to. That shit.
Yeah. I have 3 hours of free time each week.
Space Marines
Like
2 is
I
dad gaming. Dad gaming doesn't mean like old sensibilities about making games, though.
no, it is just it's one of those games that you can play with your brain turned off.
I wouldn't even say that. I would say like um, just an emphasis on being as convenient as possible for a person who like gets 2 hours a month to play video games.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
need to still be able to pick it up, which is like definitively Starfield.
Yeah. Yeah, because then you have like you have the vibe games, right? Like No Man's Sky. Those games are designed to be played when you're high.
Right, stoner games, yeah.
Yeah. They they follow they have common what is that, comorbidity?
Comorbidity, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the dad gamers and the weed gamers, that's just different phases. You're thinking of Unk Gaming. Well, see, Space Marines 2 is Unk Gaming, but Unk Gaming is not the same as Dad Slop.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain to me what Unk gaming is.
Unk Gaming is just like preferring old games.
Oh, okay.
The people who are like, that haven't moved past like Half-Life. I think the cutoff date for Unk Gaming is like 2008 now, too.
Wait, what? Like prior anything that's prior to 2008 is considered Unk gaming.
Yeah, if you're like emphasizing that like modern games suck, then like
Okay.
you're an Unk. You're Unk Gaming. You're chopped.
What? What what are these words? What are these terms that you're using?
Get with the times, old man.
I'm too young to be a millennial.
No,
I'm too old to be a Gen
I gotta
Z.
emphasize, dad gaming is not like arcade game. Well, I guess in the sense of like the people who like collect one-up machines, but I don't know. I think that's a different
That's
neuropathy.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dad gaming is modern. Like GTA 6 is gonna be dad slop in some respects.
Ooh. So like modern Ubisoft games. Dad slop.
Yeah.
Got it.
The guys who are like, I loved Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Because it's
great.
convenient. The dad
It's
thing does not indicate like an age aspect. It's not
Yeah.
I'm a dad, so I'm 40 and I'm nostalgic for old games. It's how they interact with gaming. In terms of like the hours they can commit and the quality of life features that they demand, because they don't have
Yeah.
time for. Listen, I need to be able to fast travel. I only get to play an hour every year.
Yeah. I need to be able to play this game with a toddler on my lap, one-handed.
Red Dead 2 is dad slop. It is Rockstar-tism. I do like the bit of just keep inventing like different made-up genre labels and keep moving the bar.
You've heard of friend slop.
Mm-hmm.
Now feast your eyes on what's the opposite of having friends? There's got to be like some Gen Z term for that.
Right. How would Gen Z describe like? See, my instinct would be to like say like shut-in gaming.
Yeah,
They would say like schizoid core.
there you go.
You know, I didn't know that schizoid was its own thing. I thought that was a like Gen Z TikTok variant of schizophrenic.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know, you would describe a schizophrenic person as a schizoid, or you could use it
Yeah.
as an adjective. That writing was very schizoid because it's kind of a funny
Yeah.
word. Apparently, it's its own thing. That's wildly different.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not keen on the
Yeah, I was reading about it.
on the subtleties.
Well, the origin of it was they thought that initially that schizoid was like a lesser variant of schizophrenia because they would observe it in households of schizophrenic people. The non-schizophrenic
Okay.
people would have schizoid. So they thought that it was just like a lesser form. But it turns out that like it's just a completely different thing, and that was like a coincidence just because schizophrenic
this-
households are very chaotic, and so
This sounds like a ailment that's going to be renamed in a few years.
hopefully, because they renamed multiple personality disorder, for example,
Yes.
because the name of it was so fucking abysmal.
Yeah.
And, like, I was reading about multiple personality disorder while writing about Dead Money, and like a serious issue they have to contend with is that some people just make up that they have multiple personalities for attention.
Yeah.
Like in the therapeutic, like clinical setting, people are making up that they have multiple personalities for sympathy.
Yeah.
And that's probably just owed to like the name.
Yeah, the name and like just like its portrayal in media and stuff.
Yeah. What is that? Psychology is bad at naming things? Loner slop would be like Persona games. This sounds like ideal slander. Anything I don't like is loner slop.
No, Persona's simp core.
Mm.
Any of those dating sims, those are actually simp core.
She's not real.
Loner slop are games that make you like if a normal person is exposed to them, they want to go out and socialize with their friends instead.
I thought loner slop would be like an addictive game that like you are a shut-in. Like Skyrim is loner slop. Also, somebody's gonna get mad that you called Persona a
But
dating sim because it's not.
um, no, but Skyrim's dad slop.
Skyrim was dad slop, but now that the dads have moved on, it's loner slop.
Uh,
It's for
the
like
dis the dis
the
the
distinction.
dysfunctional fathers
Yeah.
create loners.
Skyrim is either for the person who can play video games for an hour each decade, or like somebody who's like just gonna be a shut-in and binge play the entire game in like a week. There's no in between. That's the joke with Fallout 76 is like Bethesda made games for like fucking losers and then expected them to have friends.
And then they took away the modding, so you can't even like extend it and play the game forever.
I hate to break it to you, but the average visual novel player probably socializes a lot more than the average Bethesda fan. Where does the stereotype of the Skyrim player who installs 100 plus sex mods and plays the game for only 10 minutes fit in? Like delusion core. Your expectation of what you were gonna get was like psychotic.
Simp core with delusion. Trying to come up with genre names here.
Would Mortal Kombat be Unk Slop? Kind of. We're not talking about fighting games right now.
Okay. What if you're playing the newest Mortal Kombat? Is that still Unk?
You see, young people they play what was it, 2XKO? Did you see that?
Wasn't that something Riot was like working on it or something?
Yeah, apparently they've like completely abandoned the idea, and I think they refunded people. Riot Games, though, listen, it's so crazy. There's a fucking book about how to be a game developer, and it was like interviewing, primarily centered around like shadowing a Riot game dev. And I'm like, is that who you would want to get advice from?
Well, not only that, it's like how much of their advice is even going to be applicable? Because like Riot is such an anomaly in the industry.
Yeah.
Evidenced by the fact that they literally cannot get any other game of theirs to even get past the like fucking basic development stages.
I think they were just like a fake studio. Like there was nothing real about Riot at any point.
Yeah, that's the vibe that I get from them. It's like we accidentally made something that people like. We know how to make the thing so that people keep paying, but we don't understand like the essence of it.
What were they doing for a decade? League of Legends updates. You want to talk about fucking game dev welfare?
It's okay. They now have League of Legends Classic.
You've described several different studios. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Everybody's kind of like in the same like bad like situation in the sense of like the problem is that studios just don't have cultures anymore. And I don't know if it's like they decided that like a lot of studio culture was toxic.
I mean, I'm sure the constant layoffs and stuff weren't helping.
God. Well, yeah, so like we were talking about in the Discord, there's a quest in Fallout 3 where one of the characters is described as jailbait. And what that made me think of was like you would never see that from like AAA game developer these days. Now, is that me saying that's a bad thing? Am I lamenting the loss of it? Not necessarily. The way I look at it more so is it's interesting that you don't see that anymore. It reflects a cultural change in gaming in general. I think it might be an aging thing.
An aging as in
the developers
industry?
Are aging.
Or the developers, probably. Well, I mean, it's culture, you know, things have been changing. Society has been changing.
I'm sorry, what? What's funny about Immel's games is that prior to Fallout 76, there would always be just like a random, like, standout moment of like, what was that, Immel? In Fallout 4, it was the guy that sells you the scams you, calling you a retard. And
what?
There's a guy in Fallout 4 that will call you a retard if you fall for his scam, and he looks exactly like Immel Pagliarulo. So it's like that's why I'm like, I'm not anti-Immel. Immel does funny things. He's fascinating as a game developer, not for the dumbass reasons that like other people care about him. Like, I don't care that he's got fucking dead family members. I care that like he makes really niche game or movie references, and like will co-sign a quest calling a girl jailbait, or like go hard R. Am I missing a whole? I am. There's a whole mobility mechanic that I'm not using. Holy fuck. The like spider mode zombies are like so funny.
Crimson Watchers. Crimson Dogs. What were the dogs called?
I
don't think they really had a name. Promethean dogs.
They have a name. We just called them dogs. I don't think Miller ever calls them out. No, you can't make a zombie game that's interesting if the zombies can't pathfind to you. That's why the flood tank discussion for the Halo CE remake was so frustrating.
Oh, why? Because like if you break pathfinding, they just start spawning like
yeah, well, it was like they can't jump. People didn't like that, and it was like, I don't know. It's a unit dynamic thing for me. I think zombie enemies are complemented. You have to do horde style zombie enemies.
Yeah. I do want to see a game where it's zombie bodies are like physical entities and stuff. So like the more you kill, they'll like they'll be building platforms up to get to you and shit.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say zomboids like that in the sense of zombie corpses can actually like cause your vehicle to go up on two wheels if you run one over.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you, so that's an issue. If you kill tons of zombies in an area, it takes a week for their bodies to despawn or like to degrade. And so like if they're all over the roads and stuff, you can't really drive down that road. Small little things that are like considerations.
Yeah. I want to see zombies building like corpse bridges
Corpse walls.
or like climbing up each other like a ladder.
It would be nice if they had like a counter to standing on the wall, but like, I don't know. I don't rate this poorly because of that. Armadillo is lost. Again.
How many times can you lose it? How do you lose a town? It's right there.
Wasn't it so
There's
weird
the
that
RDR video.
Wasn't it so weird that Red Dead Redemption story was strictly anti-government, but the game was made by a multi-billion-dollar company? No, that's not contradictory at all. It would be weird if the government made the anti-government game. Being anti-government, that's just being American. Like, it's just normal to complain about like taxes. You know, federal agents having overreach and stuff.
Yeah.
That's just the culture here.
The weird one is the Outer Worlds 2.
Yeah,
making jokes about evil corporations, meanwhile they're owned by Microsoft.
The self-aware anti-corporate product.
Yeah.
Well, like, so you have interesting cases like The Boys, where the people at the surface level pick up, like, it's strange that The Boys is critical of big corporations when it's made by Amazon. What they don't realize is what they're saying is, listen, we're one of the good ones because we're woke.
Yeah.
No. The bad corporations are like the conservative ones that are pushing Christian values.
Mm-hmm.
There's a degree of nuance that's lost when you don't recognize that what they're fundamentally saying isn't corporations bad. It's corporations pushing conservatism that's bad. Of course, their metaphor doesn't work because it's a giant amalgam of a ton of different bullshit, but hey. Forcing you at gunpoint to watch The Boys.
I swear, The Boys is the only... it's one of those shows that I only ever see people discussing it when they're bitching about it.
There was never a good... The Boys was never good.
Then why are people so invested in it?
They fall for the outrage merchants. The Boys had like a mildly interesting first 3 episodes in regards to like the nature of desire for revenge and how that can be unproductive, what have you. And then even from like the very start though, the whole like strange contradiction of the nature of it versus what it was trying to say was like unusual, because they're like, corporations are bad. Because like what happens at the start is this guy's girlfriend gets run over by a speedster and like just gets turned into paste.
Okay.
And I think the corporation pays him out like $15,000 to like settle it. and like there's no like criminal justice. They get away with this stuff because the system's corrupt or whatever.
Okay.
The government's like scared to try to enforce the law against superheroes, but the superheroes are like tied to the corporation because it's like a pharmaceutical thing. And then
This already sounds lame as fuck.
yeah, and then it's like part of the problem with The Boys was that the thing it was critiquing, it was a parody of like both the MCU and the DCU. Both of those things collapsed during the run of The Boys. So it was just kind of hollow too.
Yeah, so it's like, congratulations, you won.
But like it's fundamentally rooted in like the corporations are like trying to make you conservative. Coming out in a time period when the corporations were like blatantly pandering to woke stuff. It's like at the same time that like The Boys is coming up with this grand critique, like Amazon is like donating, or like Nike and stuff are like donating money to Black Lives Matter, which turned out to be a massive scam. Not even from like I politically disagree with them. I mean, the people who received the corporate donations weren't really doing anything with it.
Yeah. Well, no. They were doing stuff with it. They were buying cars and houses and everything.
It was also funded by Amazon. Yeah, but you're missing the point here. What Amazon is saying is we're the good ones. We're not the exploitative corporation that's like trying to get you to be an evangelical Christian. We're egalitarian. So, you know.
Amazon, shut the fuck up. Get your drones in order. I saw an article the other day about some woman's Amazon drone delivery just like dropped it right in her swimming pool.
Yeah, they're trying to claim that like you set where the drone delivery will be, so it's like she did that on purpose for content, which I could believe, but still.
Yeah. That is, regardless, that is funny. Then can I set my deliveries to drop like boxes on my neighbor's roof?
The new era of sending pizzas to someone's house is fucking dropping packages on their house, like on their roof. So they have to like get a ladder and climb on top of their roof.
Stop spamming my roof with fucking Temu sweatshirts. Amazon, I don't think our species is ready for this responsibility.
Well, it's just like the reality is like if people are worried about package theft, we gotta normalize the whole pickup locker thing. Like Europe already solved that problem.
Yeah.
And they didn't even go through the phase of like widespread package theft. They were just like, yeah, of course you pick it up from a parcel locker. Like, of course.
Yeah, but have you considered cars?
Yeah, drive to the parcel locker.
But then I have to get out of my car. I don't think you've considered cars. I don't think you've considered us.
You know what? You caught me. You're right.
I really do like that. Whenever whenever we're discussing something about like infrastructure or something like that, and it's like Europe does it but the US doesn't, the common denominator is almost always because it's inconvenient for drivers.
But this is just like a suburb, like I should be able to get it delivered to my house type complaint.
I must live in a good neighborhood. We don't have porch pirates around here.
Yeah, I don't think package theft hasn't been here where I live. I think it's
I
just
mean,
like a Texas
everybody
thing.
also has everybody also has like fucking, like Ring cameras and stuff like that.
Hi there.
Then again, our police department doesn't really do shit. So,
Where's this guy you want me to talk to?
Howdy.
Herbert Moon.
Where's this fellow?
There he is.
They want to hear the guy rant about the Jews. I know what they're referencing. I'm pretty sure it's like a story thing though. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
So
it is.
like I don't know what you're expecting. This character has like done everything to save.
Sir, you're on fire.
And the Amazon Basics thigh highs.
We have parcel lockers in my newish neighborhood that was barely built 5 years ago, and they've been mass broken into twice. Another Cali L. Yeah.
What? Wait, you have a parcel locker in your neighborhood? No, sir. What you have to understand is when we say parcel lockers, that means it's at like Walmart. You know, like where there's security cameras and stuff. We're not talking about like an advanced mailbox system.
I mean, we do have the lockers too. We do have Amazon lockers, but
Yeah.
nobody opts for that shit.
Why? I could have it delivered
Because
to
I
my
can have it
house. Oh
delivered
man, the porch pirates got me again.
Yeah. This is the 6th time they've stolen my fucking $300 dildo.
Your PO box is at the local post office. No, we're not talking about a PO box. A parcel locker is literally a service that's tied to the delivery company, where they drop it off at a prefix location. So it's like Amazon is fulfilling like 20 orders. They just drop the 20 orders off at one place, and then you go and pick it up from that place. But the place has
Yeah.
like security and stuff, so like your shit won't get stolen. A PO
Never
box is a different
underestimate-
service. You have to pay the post office to receive packages for you, and you have to maintain it. That's a completely different thing. I wasn't saying get a PO box to deal with porch pirates. I was saying use the service that already like kind of exists. Your parcel locker is your PO box. My guy, do you understand what I'm saying? Go on Amazon, buy something. You will see in the delivery options that you can pick that instead of delivering it to your house or delivering it to your PO box, you can have it delivered to like Walgreens, and you can go and pick it up from there. That's a parcel locker.
Oh, great. So rather than my parcel getting stolen, I'll just get mugged in the parking
Walgreens.
lot of Walgreens instead.
No. You'll get run over by somebody who's driving while sick at the Walgreens.
I don't know if it's this way for you, but like Walgreens around here, it's just like they just attract a certain element. CVS doesn't really have this issue. It's just Walgreens. I don't know why.
All right. Anything else? Any other gaming news?
There was that guy, the fucking CEO of Embracer, was it? He had a crash out on Twitter or Blue Sky or wherever.
Really?
Yeah, I sent you that. Think I sent you the link about it, or maybe that was last week. I don't remember. But yeah, it was there was like a game that they were developing. They hired this lady to write it, and then like towards the end of it, they ended up laying her off, and then she said that they replaced her with like Chat GBT, and then the fucking CEO went on fucking Twitter or whatever, and he was just like, um, yeah, I would have gladly replaced her with Chat GBT because at least the chatbot doesn't lie. And then they just like kind of just had like a back and forth and stuff, and he had some very interesting foot and mouth moments.
It seems like a no-win situation to even start down that dialogue tree.
Yeah.
It's Saber's CEO, Saber Interactive. What have they
Saber,
done?
yes.
What
Yeah.
have they done recently?
Uh, some Warhammer game?
Okay, yeah.
That was a funny little story.
Yeah, we live in a time period when like CEOs are being outed as like the necessarily horrible people they are. We need to get rid of fiduciary responsibility and hold. We need to be able to hold like specifically chief officers of corporations like criminally liable for corporate negligence.
That's fine. I'll just change my title then.
I mean, that wouldn't really work though, because the government can just say like the chief executive is X. They're the top executive officer at the company. So like saying no, 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 I'm not the CEO. I'm the president now.
No, no, no. So then what you do is you structure it in your articles of incorporation that you aren't technically the CEO or anything, that there are other people who have executive functions, but in reality, de
I
facto, you
I
do
think the
have.
SEC has some like guidelines for how corporations have to be structured to a degree if they're publicly traded.
Mhm.
Ride, my horse, ride. So rework RICO laws towards CEOs. I mean, yeah, we could go that route. Might as well at this point. If you're getting paid millions of dollars, you gotta actually accept the burden that one, someone might randomly shoot you in the back, and two, uh, you might be held liable in some respect for your decisions.
Mhm. No thanks. I'll just be on the board of directors instead.
I mean, that's fine if you don't want to. If you don't want to accept prime responsibility. If you want CEO pay, you need to take CEO risk. And that can't just be you have no friends and your wife hates you. It needs to be like a little more tangible than that. So yeah, I said I wouldn't support GTA 6 when it came out, so I'll be a day one buyer, of course.
Nice. What are you going to be playing it on? What console are you going to purchase?
Hmm.
I suggest you get both, and then you get copies of GTA for both platforms,
Hmm.
and then you can do side-by-side comparisons between the
Exactly.
two.
And then I'll buy it on PC too when it comes out there. Well,
Now, of course, because then you have to do the comparisons with that thing too. How many shark cards are you going to be buying?
listen, we don't know that that's how the monetization will work yet. Damn, she is getting
Could they
jumped.
could they do something even more scummy than shark cards?
Apparently you can
Clip.
sell the like currency. So it's a real currency that you earn and then sell.
It will literally just be a cryptocurrency. So then they'll like manufacture pump and dumps, so that whenever you go to like buy anything, the fucking crypto's like worthless.
Right. Still convinced nobody owns current gen consoles? It seems that way, doesn't it? There's an entire normie audience that you no longer have like access to.
Yeah, all it took was them to stop making exclusives that I wanted to play. They don't. They don't cater to my neurodivergent uh, job simulator tastes.
They don't make anything cool. It's all lame. It's either out of date or preachy.
Except Starfield. I'm telling you, it's gonna come around. Give it another like 5 or 6 years, and there's gonna be tons of videos saying how we all slept on Starfield and that it's actually one of
We're
the greatest
sorry,
games Bethesda
George.
has
Please
ever
come
made.
back.
That's gonna be when Todd Howard retires. Everybody's gonna start being like, "No, Todd, Starfield was great. Please, just come back."
Please don't put Emil in charge. Thankfully, I don't even think Emil gets to take charge after Todd. People
Yeah, I don't think
finger him
so.
as the #2 guy, but
I don't think so.
I don't think he fills that role at all. I think it's Ashley Chang or
Yeah,
that Lambert guy.
it probably would be somebody who isn't very who doesn't really have their hands in the creative pie. It's gonna be whoever can like manage the fucking mangled wreck that is Bethesda Game Studios' different like subsidiaries and shit. And I fucking bet Emil doesn't even want that headache. He's just like, just make me game director. Just put me in charge of the project. Just give me another Fallout game, man.
Giant bats. I have an idea. What if the giant bats are spreading a plague that turns people into a hive mind monsters?
I had a nightmare that Tez 6 was set in the Alec here, and that they retconned Yakundas to be Indian. I've had a lot of different dreams about Tez 6. I had one that it was just like a glorified Blades. Like I was playing it and I realized, I was like, man, we haven't left the city yet. And then I realized like, oh shit, This whole game is just set in this city. There's like a Dragon Age 2 scenario.
Hmm.
It is scandalous. Blades, please come back to me. You were so underappreciated.
All right. Well, today was fun. Undead Nightmare is a pretty fun game. The campaign, I enjoy it because John Marston, like his family gets jumped by zombies, and he's just like, there's no long scenes of like, what's going on? Ah,
Yeah.
it's just like, well, I guess this is the way of life now.
Well, yeah, that it is funny because it's like that would be in line with John Marston as a character.
Yeah, he's just like, fuck it. I guess there's zombies now. Like,
Yeah. He was kind of like a perfect casting for that sort of role.
there's a funny cavalierness to it. Plus, it's more than just zombies. There's tons of like weird paranormal stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's great.
A real creative triumph of Rockstar. I've heard people say that like Undead Nightmare was the best thing Rockstar has ever made, and I can accept that.
It's a decent answer.
Yes. It's not GTA 5. Don't worry though, GTA 6 will be. It'll triumph over this.
If GTA 6 had a Fint zombie mode,
uh, now that's the biting satire that I would be looking for in GTA 6.
now hop on online. This Xbox isn't even plugged into the internet. First person POV mode? That was like horse POV too. That was very, very unusual. All right, well, see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing crazy happens. Wink, wink. All right. See you, chat.